taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No. Turn. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Beck. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Smith. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Throwing right. Calls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Henderson. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This quarterback really does a nice job.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second half.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is good.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right? It's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. Right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be...
Fires toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Judkins. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's back. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphreys. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Humphreys. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Looking to take a shot. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 34-yard line.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Defense might bring the house here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking down the left side. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
You make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's back. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Wants to fire on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback will audible. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Rifles it down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball. Secondary playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, that's a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on, but I still believe it.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Skips away from pressure. That's caught. It's Smith. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Howard. It's complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true.
Snags it on the right, and he's running in the open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, who can design ways to get the football in his hand? Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Fast motion from the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Back to pass, it's back. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Final play of the quarter coming. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 35, Georgia 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Buckeyes want to crank their tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Okay, ready? The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Howard. Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a seventh time. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking for room, it's Henderson. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw. It's Howard. And stampeding through the defense. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Got a man. It's Humphreys. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it down the right side. he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Going to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it's up and no good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to advance on the ball.
He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.